Hey, what's up? Jeff Lerner here, and I want to talk about some things. People are looping and engaging into some really negative, self-defeating thought patterns, and when I come across it, the reason it bothers me so much is not because I consider myself some guru, some therapist who goes around fixing people. It's because I'm human, because I'm vulnerable, and I catch contagious things. If somebody's got a cold, I view that as, I have empathy for them, but I also view it as a threat because I don't want to catch a cold, because I don't have a perfect immune system. I can try to take vitamins and insulate myself and, inoculate myself against viruses and whatever. But at the end of the day, I can catch things from people if I allow myself to be exposed to them. That's how I feel about these things when I encounter them in people's personalities. Here's the thing, if you have these things in your personalities, understand you're carrying around a sickness, and healthy people don't want to be around you because they view you as a threat, because this type of thinking, this type of behavior is contagious. And it's the kind of behavior that comes from people who are putting so much of their own self-assessment, their own appraisal of their own value into what they think other people think about them, that they engage in some really kind of sickly, unhealthy thought dynamics that come out as manipulation, that come out as loaded questions, that come out as this sort of heaviness of engagement that, I'd consider myself a reasonably healthy person, and when I feel this energy, I just want to go inside. I want to shut my door and say, do not come in, do not be around me, because that is sick, that is destructive. Hate the illness, don't hate the sick person. Like root this out, get to it at a core level. Don't be this person. So here's the first thing. First of all, people who are offended that you didn't tell them everything. What about when you don't explain? How much does it drive people nuts? And maybe, how much does it drive you nuts? If you say, hey, Jeff, you want to go to lunch? No. Well, why not? I don't know, I just don't feel like it. So if that's you, probably something to think about, the energy that you're putting out, or if you're on the other side of it and you can't say no without feeling the need to explain, I will tell you, my life has gotten liberated. And this last one kind of stems from the same thing, the same sort of level of inadequacy and being over-invested in other people, and it's basically levels of friendship. People can't handle that there are levels of friendships, and that, frankly, most people in most other people's lives are at a low level of friendship, if not just mere acquaintanceship, if not just mere strangeness. When you're around the kind of energy that's like looks at you and says, okay, you have circles of friendship, you have these concentric circles, and I want to get in closer, I want to be in tighter, I want to be on the inner circle. That is the most draining energy. That is literally it's like the vampire who's like, I can't come inside unless you invite me in. So they do every trick in the book to try to get you to invite them in so that they can suck the life out of you. But I see it in so many people that I work with. So many people, and I say I work with, I mean that I coach, or that are involved in one of my educational programs about becoming a business owner, trying to pursue big goals, make success happen. And so often, when you really get to the core of people's lives, you find that the problem, it's always a people problem. It's not a money problem. It's not a job problem. It's not a prospects problem. It's a people problem. There are people in their life that are draining them, that are needing them, or that do not believe in a better version of themselves. And those people may be others, or they may be themselves. So it's not exclusive. When I say a people problem, we're people too, right? Sometimes we're the problem. But it's usually about a misappropriation of energy, and very often, probably more often than not, there are negative external influences, other people who are trying to move in closer and pull energy away. And the way that shows up is this dissatisfaction where they're constantly needing more. It's hard. You have to learn to say no and not explain. You have to learn to protect your mind and protect your thoughts and protect your ideas and not need to share them with people. You might need to become one of those people who other people think is kind of a jerk because you don't share that much. And you definitely need to figure out who you can trust, who you can keep in your close, tight circle, and how to conduct yourself in a way that keeps the predators far, far away, keeps them far at the outlying circles of your life, because they want to come in. And you will know them by their language. You will know them by the things they get upset about. You will know them by their passive aggressiveness usually. All right, thanks. Hope that helps. Catch you next time.